Okay, haircut, clean up my glasses, controller in hand. Now I haven't done a review since, well, for 5 months. So I'm really sorry for the long wait, guys. I've been really busy with personal stuff, and I've been helping out with my friends with their issues. But I do have special projects that I've been helping out with, and I'm going to be featured in some of them. But you're not here for me to ramble. You're here to see another review. With that saying, cue the title sequence. Greetings everyone, I am Thomas the Retro Nerd, reviewing the games good or bad. I just had to get this out of the way. As a kid, I was a huge Disney fan. Whether it's watching Disney's One Saturday Morning growing up, or watching a classic Disney movie I own on VHS, I am proud to be a Disney fan. Now with all the Disney cartoons that I watched growing up, the one that everyone talks about the most was Ducktales.
I really loved this show when I first heard about it. I mean, when I was a kid, this wasn't one of the shows. Sure, I did see some of the Disney afternoon cartoons during reruns, but I never saw this on TV? What the hell is going on here? Regardless, I still enjoy this show, but with the reboot coming out soon, I think it's time to grab on some more DuckTales.
Oh sure, I reviewed DuckTales on the NES, but you guys might be thinking, am I gonna review the sequel, right? Well, you'd be wrong.
There is no way I'm getting a physical copy of this kind of game. Again, regardless, there is another DuckTales game released in 2013 titled Ducktales Remastered. This game was released at the right time during the retro revival, where older gamers can have some nostalgia and new gamers can experience the classics. I already talked about this game, but I decided to go in depth in this video.
So, are you guys ready to travel back to Duckburg? This is my review of DuckTales Remastered.
I have a digital copy on my Wii U, so I'll be reviewing the game via this. So far, the game starts off with an awesome remix of the DuckTales theme. It does have vibes of classic chiptune piece on the NES, which makes this more nostalgic to my ears. So let's begin with the story. It starts off with the Beagle Boys attempting another raid on Scrooge's money bin. While Scrooge himself stops the Beagle Boys, he also comes across Huey, Dewey, and Louie, who have been captured by 3 beagles, Baggy, Burger, and Bouncer. Weird names. After dealing with those losers, including Big Time Beagle in his office, Scrooge and his nephews found a map that'll help him seek out lost treasures. The rest of the game is similar to the NES version, but with some story bits to make the game more unique. Alright, story is done for now. Let's move on with the gameplay. It functions similar to the NES game. Use the D-pad to move, B to jump, and Y or A to pogo hop. The pogo hop is different in this game. You don't have to hold down on the D-pad to continue the motion. It's just a simple press of either Y or A, and you're good to go. That is if you select the feature on the options menu to reactivate the old school controls. Now, why would you even do this? Much like the NES game, you can choose which level to play through in your own order. To make the game more unique, each level has new collectives to drive the story further. The best examples are the ancient coins in the Amazon, pieces of Magica dispels, well, spell in Transylvania, an elevator key from the African mines, parts of a plane motor in the Himalayas, which is hidden by 3 rabbits, and lastly, parts of Gizmo Duck's suit up on the moon. Overall, the gameplay is the same as before, and more. Since it's a modern game, we have full-on voiceovers from our favorite characters. The late great Alan Young reprised his role as Scrooge himself, and at age 93 at the time, he still has what it takes.
Don't worry. I'll be back with the coin before you can say e pluribus unum.
Terry McGovern returns as the bubbling pilot himself, Launchpad McQuack. Once again, everybody's favorite character.
Gee, Mr. McD, I thought that crash was rock solid.
Jane Foray returns as the sinister Magica Dispel. It is unbelievable that as a Disney veteran at the age of 95, she still ain't showing signs of slowing down.
Please, save compliments for garden party.
And don't even get me started with Frank Welker. He's everywhere in this game. Brucey Taylor, who's best known as the voice of Minnie, reprises her roles as Huey, Dewey, Louie, and...
Heir to the Queen of the Lost Realm.
Webby!
Oh, please, Mr. McDuck. What do you think, Grammy? Oh, they'd make fun.
Okay, I gotta be honest, I hate Webbigail in the original series. She is just a stereotypical girl character getting in the way from the others.
Well, I was looking for the boys. The boys? Little tattletale.
Well, it's a good thing in the reboot that Webby, now being voiced by Kate Micucci, is shaping up as an equal with the trio.
Ugh, oatmeal raisin?
Sadly, the rest of the voice actors had passed away during the game's production. The replacements sound pretty good, and I couldn't even tell the difference between the originals. Good on you, Disney!
Well,
Speaking of Disney, oh my god! This game's graphics look astounding! Real Disney animators had done the designs for the characters. The minor nitpicks is that there are no lip movements, but the designs are so good I can't complain. The last improvement is the music. I love the soundtrack on the NES, but this is taken to a whole new level with orchestral instruments. I still love the tunes in this game like the Amazon, the African Mines, and even the Moon. Enough said here. The bosses in this game has an upgrade and challenge, and I prefer this. Plus, some of them have an explanation why they attack Scrooge. The statue head is simple. It wants to protect the scepter. The Terraphimians are causing a ruckus, which Scrooge has to deal with the king. The snow monster is mad because of a thorn that is stuck in her foot. Turns out the thorn is actually the crown of Genghis Khan.
How many times do I have to tell you? You're too overdone!
Oh, it turns out the green cheese is filled with radiation. That's why we have a giant mouse attacking Scrooge. So let's finish the story. If you didn't pay attention throughout the entire game, Flintheart Glomgold has been trying to take down Scrooge so he can be the richest duck in Duckburg. I mean, Jesus Christ, he's trying to bomb Launchpad's plane! How sick can you get? So he finally said enough is enough. He kidnapped the nephews and ransacked Scrooge for all the treasure. Scrooge gave in, and that is when Magica Dispel comes in and steals the treasures because all 5 of them are what to summon Dracula Duck. Yeah, he was hinted in when you travel to Transylvania. This duck of a witch has been trolling Scrooge the whole time with... Well, let's have her explain it.
You will see. With power of Dracula Duck, under my command, I will rule the world.
Well, after knowing that, this is where the major change comes in for the final level. In the NES version, you just go back to Transylvania to fight Dracula Duck. Here, you have a whole new final level at Mount Vesuvius. Scrooge and Glomgold team up to get the treasures and Scrooge's nephews at Magica's lair. Thank you, Capcom. You really are showing that you're learning from past mistakes and missed opportunities. The final boss with Dracula Duck is challenging. I like that he has different attacks on Scrooge. Look out! It's Bat Invaders! So after defeating Dracula Duck, the race is on for Scrooge's #1 dime. But in Metroid style, you must rise to the top and escape with your life. Sadly, they lost the treasures during the eruption, but on the bright side is that Glomgold is heading to jail, ending Ducktales Remastered.
So that was Ducktales Remastered, and I gotta admit, it's fucking amazing.
Sure, nothing can replace the original, but I gotta admit, this is a great way to introduce players to this game. I have a great time, even with multiple playthroughs. I never get tired of this game. Also, fuck you, Capcom! You put the actual DuckTales theme during the credits? I hate you in a good way. Overall, if you can't get an NES and a copy of the classic game, I wouldn't mind getting this one. It's a perfect game to play for Disney fans. Well, if you really want to play the original version, then get the Disney Afternoon Collection, a compilation of games based off of the Disney Afternoon. This might be the only way to play DuckTales 2 without emptying your wallet. Now, why is this not on the Switch? I have no idea.
Again, I apologize for the lack of reviewing, and I hope this one satisfies you. But I know what else will satisfy you, the next marathon. So I got a lot of work to do to prepare this one. So until that fateful day, I am Thomas the Retro Nerd. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.